Hello, everyone. My name's Jameson Young. I'm sitting here
Hello.
with Jameson Young. Today, we're going to be talking about a few different stories. One is about that county election official, Brenda Snipes. Another one is about a Vietnam War veteran's funeral and a really big cow. So all very important stories. We'll see what Jameson has to say. Okay, we'll be starting with the Brenda Snipes. She's the county election official from Florida, who's kind of a little bit responsible for like screwing up the Florida vote and the Florida recount. In the last day or two, she's been suspended / fired from her job. Governor Rick Scott issued an executive order Friday immediately suspending her as supervisor. She's been at this job since 2003, and this wasn't exactly the first time she's had some issues. So what's your opinions? Well, my opinion in general is that Florida really sucks at elections. It seems like every time there's an election screw up, it's Florida. But that specifically applies to this girl. She really sucks.
Don't you think this is just like a regular screw up?
No, I don't think it's just a regular screw up. I think it's one of two things. Either A, she super sucks at her job like most government officials, or B, there's actually like a scandalous element.
You actually think
it.
this is fraudulent?
Yeah, I think there could actually be. How can she? I don't see how she could possibly screw up this much so often, because it's not just this one time. This girl has a history of this over and over. And forgive me, she's not a girl. She's like 75 years old. But let me read through this list of all the things she's done. And the latest flap of her office submitted the results of the machine 2 minutes past the deadline, and also lost more than 2,000 ballots in the 2018 midterm elections. The court ruled that Snipes had broken the election law when she destroyed ballots from 2016 the election 12 months early instead of the mandatory 22 months. The election results in the 2016 primaries were posted on the elections office website before the polls closed in 2016. In 2012, nearly 1,000 uncounted ballots were discovered a week after the election, according to the Sun Centennial. In 2014, approximately 58,000 mail-in ballots were never delivered to the voters. So yeah, I think it's probably the best that they actually fired this girl, because like I said, she really sucks at her job.
She told the newspapers that she thinks racism might be responsible for the heavy criticism of her.
I'm sure she did say that.
Well,
anyway, I'm pretty sure it was either just a regular mistake or else maybe she is bad at her job, but she's gone now. So if Florida screws up again, it's kind of on them. Okay, this next story, it's kind of a heartwarming story, as heartwarming as you can get as far considering someone passed away. But it comes from Omaha, Nebraska. Hundreds showed up to a funeral of a Vietnam veteran who was thought to have no living relatives. Tuesday, hundreds of people braved chilling temperatures in Omaha, Nebraska to pay their respects to a Vietnam veteran, Stanley Stoltz, who passed away on November 18th. Most of them have never even met Stoltz. They just heard about his funeral notice in the Omaha World Herald. It said that the 73-year-old war hero was believed to have no known living family members, and it invited the public. So over 1,500 people showed up to this funeral to a guy that they never even met, just because, it's kind of sad that he never had any living family members, except for, I guess, at the funeral he did have a brother show up. But Stoltz served as a private first class in the U.S. Army in Vietnam and kept to himself most of his life. So I thought this was kind of heartwarming that 1,500 people showed up at this guy's funeral. What do you think? Yeah, I don't have nothing bad to say about this one. It's a nice story. I'm glad to hear it happened in Nebraska. We're both from Nebraska, so yeah, nothing bad. I just wish he had some family there. Wish he had some family. That's it.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Okay, this brings us to our biggest story, literally our biggest story. It's about Knickers. He's a big ass cow, and apparently, here, hold on, let me give you the information. He's about 6'4" and weighs in at 1.5 tons. So, and he went viral, so everybody's talking about him on the internet. So, what do you think about Knickers the big cow? Well, I hate to ruin this one to you, but he is not a cow. A cow is a female. He is a steer, a castrated male, and he's also not even that big. First of all, there's a little bit of a scandal going on here, and they purposely put this steer right next to like yearlings of a different breed that are smaller to make it look bigger. And then not only that, but afterwards, it's kind of funny. It started a little bit of like an arms race. There's now all these, ever since this guy went viral on the internet, there's all these other people coming out in California and Canada and all over the place showing pictures of their even bigger cow and or steer. So he's not even that big. He said he didn't want to ruin it for us, but he did anyway. Anyway, I still think he's a pretty big cow, or steer, excuse me. Thanks for tuning in. Please tune in to our YouTube channel, Self Conflicted, next time when maybe we have some real news. Thank you.